My fiancé, 25, and I, 23, have been together for almost 2 years. Our love grew fast, so we decided to move in together just 4 months into our relationship. The first few months of living together were really hard. He couldn't find a good job and was barely making any money, so I was the one paying for everything. It was one of the hardest times of my life. I was exhausted, hopeless, and unhappy. After some time, I decided to do my best to find him a well-paying job. Somehow, I managed to get him a good position at my office. Finally, we were making the same amount of money, and I felt like I could relax. We worked together for a year, and everything was going great. We traveled every month and treated ourselves to small gifts every week. I was genuinely happy my mental health improved, and for the first time, I wasn't constantly worried about money. That's how things were for the past year. 2 months ago, he had a serious argument with our HQ and decided to leave his job. The whole situation made my life in the office miserable. I wanted to quit as well, but decided against it. Someone had to bring in money. He found a new job and assured me it was well-paying, so I wouldn't have to worry. But he was wrong. Now, he earns 4 times less than he used to, and I'm back to being the one paying for everything. It's been 2 months, and I feel like I'm losing my mind. I think I have the right to say this. I'm working harder than him, to the point of overworking myself. Last month, I did 100 hours of overtime. Please don't ask me how. Loudly crying face. He said he'd look for another job if this one didn't pay enough, but he hasn't done anything. I feel overwhelmed. I literally cried to him about how I feel, and he did absolutely nothing. I'm exhausted. And I can see that he's tired too, but I just don't understand why. What is he even tired from? He barely works. I love him deeply, but I hate to admit that I feel like he's being lazy. I'm the one cleaning the house, taking care of our cats, cooking dinners 2 days ago. I spent 24 hours at my office, working. It was a really stressful day. I had to train a new coworker while HQ was breathing down my neck. I asked him really nicely if he could buy groceries, which I usually do using my money. He has my credit card and uses it freely. He agreed, but then didn't buy anything because he didn't have time. His words made me furious. How is it that I can find time for everything, but when I ask him for something, he somehow can't? This isn't the first time. Since I spend most of my time at work, I asked him to pick up a package for me from the locker. He never did. It was sent back to the sender. I love him, and I know he loves me too. He shows it in his own dorky way. But I don't know, could his behavior mean he's depressed? I struggle with depression myself, but I still manage to keep my life together. I try my best for him, but I'm exhausted. Sometimes, I feel like I'm living with a child. If he could, he'd sit at his PC and play games all day. I feel like that's one of his biggest problems. He's tired because he stays up all night gaming instead of sleeping, and then he drags himself to work. I don't know. I've asked him multiple times to do better, to work harder, to contribute more so my life would be easier, but he doesn't do anything. Lately, I've been thinking about breaking up more and more often.